Welcome everyone! On this new video we will talk about the new NPS Discount Labels module. Your store is up and it's running well, but do you think your products are actually highlighting enough? What if some nice displayed labels could increase your sale? Well, NPS Discount Labels will do the job. First, install the module with the Prestashop installer, as simple as that. Then you can start add your own label clicking on the Add a Label button. The first field simply indicates whether the label will be activated or not, so you can activate it later. The second field can be useful if you run multiple stores, so you can assign the label to one of specific store or all of them. If you don't, just leave the field untouched. Then you can choose what kind of content you want the label to display. Discount means you want the label to show automatically the discount of the product. Custom text means you want the label to show custom text. You can set up few fields further. Also, you can mix them up to show a custom text and the discount amount. The next field is the From Type field. Here you need to specify for what kind of discounts you want to display the label. If you choose percents, the labels will appear on percentage discounted products. You can choose currency units from the kind of discount type. But more importantly, you also can choose all the products. Then, the label will appear whether the product is discounting or not. The label can in this case appear in all the products. If you have chosen a From type, you need to precise from what amount you want the label to appear. You can set 0% for any discount, 20%, 15 euros, anything you want. If above you have selected Custom Text content type, you need to enter here your content. This field is internationalized, so you can show your custom text in multiple languages. Then you can choose the type of display. You can choose between the corner colored background labels, the full horizontal colored background labels, or the image background labels. After that, you need to precise position of the labels and its background and text colors. If you have chosen the image background labels, you need to upload an image here. Finally, you can restrict the label to some categories. If no category is checked, which is the default configuration, the label will appear anywhere. If you check one or more categories, the label will only appear on products associated with these categories. Click the Save button and voila! Your first label is created and running. Now, let's see the main configuration panel. The debug mode will, normally, not be used very often. If you don't need it, just leave it disabled. This mode prints some logs on the browser's console in case of bad behavior of the module. This way we can see what is going wrong, whether disable it or enter your source code. The animation field affects every labels. It sets the appearing animation of the labels. You can change the minimum image size. As you can see, most of the product's images on your store are large enough to have labels on them. However, it's not an exclusive case, and sometimes, like here, images can be too small. If you think some images are too small to have labels, just set up this field value to exclude all images below this size. Then you can change the label size. Big labels generally match product page image. Medium labels generally match categories, on-page products images. Some labels match generally sidebars products images. It depends on your theme. Here are two more technical features. If you have no technical skills, this may interest your developer. The labels are affected to product images according to CSS classes of their parent elements. For most of the Prestashop theme, all images will be affected. However, it may happen some theme and different classes. In this case, you can add these classes in this field. Finally, if you know the overriding method on Prestashop, you know how to override models CSS a nice way. If you don't know the methods well, you can use this field to add your own CSS styles to customize the label styles. If you have any questions, remarks, or ideas about the model, don't hesitate to comment or to send us a message. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!